You know, I feel like there's sort of this trend in modern day music. I interview a lot of acoustic players, obviously, for Acoustic Nation. A lot of them use Taylor. A lot of them really like the tone, the range of Taylor, how it fits into the mix. I also see people using acoustic instruments in new ways, new mixes of instruments and everything. So that must be in the back of your mind, you know, when you're building guitars, and also thinking, you know, maybe it's not so much the vintage sound that people are looking for, it's this more, you know, modern use and tone.
Yeah. When I build an instrument, I have a background with vintage instruments, so I do carry some of that knowledge with me. But what
an awful lot of it. He knows a lot about vintage
But what I
instruments.
loved about some vintage instruments was their musical attributes. The things that made them valuable to a musician in the first place. So dynamic range, sustain, volume, projection, balance, all of the things that made it a fundamentally good instrument. And that's still what a musician is after. You're looking for something that is expressive for the sound that you want to make. So when I design a guitar, that's what I'm trying to put forward. So when I see somebody, a band, putting a different combination of instruments together, playing a guitar in a new way or with their own unique voice, well, it's incredibly rewarding to me, because I hear this instrument and I go, well, yeah, I know you didn't design these notes in there, you know, thinking that I was going to do this, but you designed something that was inherently musical that enables me to do it. Really, my end-all game is I'd like for guitars to be better than what a player can ask for. Now, okay, that sounds lofty, but a lot of instruments have hundreds of years of development behind them. You know, a good piano, that reached its modern form a century ago. Violins, 2-3 centuries ago. You know, those instruments were refined to a point where they were so good that anything a musician could do, it was capable of that. Well, guitars are new. I mean, we just got steel string flat top guitars really in the 1920s. So that thing's not even 100 years old yet. It's a baby. So there's still a lot of refinement left to be done.